So my name is Johnny.
I'm the competition coach here at A&T. I do training rides, I prepare the students for competition, and I teach others on a regular basis here as well. I've got my own business out in Langley, which I do much the same, coaching and riding. I also get involved in some sales, so those people that are looking to sell their own horses or maybe buy, I also help them with that. I started riding at the age of 7. I started field hunting when I was 9 years old, and then I did some jumping and some eventing. That sort of through my teens, and then since moving here I mainly focus on jumpers, although I've helped a lot of eventers with their stadium phase as well. It's different every day. It mainly comprises of teaching and riding, and some days I teach quite a bit, and other days I ride quite a bit. There's a couple of horses I have in training. There's my own horse that I ride consistently. He's ridden 6 or 7 days a week. Amore is a horse I bought 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago. He's 17 years old this year. He's one that I can jump in some bigger classes. We jumped some meter 40s last year, so this year I'm going to be aiming to get into meter 40s pretty soon. There's a Grand Prix in April coming up that I'm going to aim for, and then some various Grand Prix throughout the year. So that's what my year looks like. I think competition is a big part for me. I enjoy the day-to-day stuff. It's nice seeing people achieve their goals and ride the way they want to ride and do things that they have in mind to do. But really for me the competition is where it all lies, and I'd love to see my students do well at the shows. And then of course my own personal goals, having that one horse being able to step into the ring, some of those big classes. It's very rewarding, when all your work comes together. Yeah, Spruce is a really special venue. It's world renowned for a reason. Everything about Spruce is very, very special. I had a very good trip there a couple of years ago. I brought a horse there, jumped into some good classes, had some really good placings, and I brought a couple of students as well who did particularly well. It was their first trip to Spruce. They placed well in their classes. They did me proud, which is always nice in a big venue like that. So competition-wise, this season, my own personal goals are to compete in the Grand Prix that I have in mind throughout the year, and some high placings and maybe a win here and there might be really, really nice. I'm considering a trip to Spruce to the Masters in September, so we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, they're my biggest goals, to get out there and jump some big classes and maybe win some money. That might be nice. Yeah, so Amore's breeding plans this year, much the same as last year was his very first breeding year, so his first foal was born just 3 weeks ago. And there's more due this year, so I'd like to get him promoted to breed a little more, so we keep having some nice babies on the ground from him. Amore's super talented. They don't come around like that very often. He's had some great success in the show ring, but he's an out-and-out gentleman as well. His temperament is better than most horses, never mind stallions. He moves very well. He's very, very nice to ride. He's very, very friendly. People that meet him instantly like him. So ideally, what's important to me is a competition, and I love being out there and having a team of students. But the home life at the barn is very, very important as well. Anybody who enjoys riding and has their own personal goals is always welcome to the team in any respect. Even if somebody isn't necessarily interested in competing, come and ride and hang out with the horses, and then even come and hang out at the shows and support our riders. Anyone who's interested in being a part of the community is always welcome. Yeah, I think the best piece of advice I would have for any young rider, any student of any age, focus on good basics. You can't go wrong with focusing on good basics. And commit to the education as well. That's very important. Your weekly lessons, your twice a week lessons, whatever you're doing, commit to those, and your practice rides outside of those lessons, they're also very important. And really time in the saddle then, it's good old-fashioned practice. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Thanks for listening. Hope to meet some new faces in the future. Feel free to contact me phone me, drop me an email, text me, and I'd look forward to hearing from some of you.